Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in the top of Clash of Clans? Well, I've never been there, but Penny Raider 69 from Esports was number 3 in the US a couple weeks ago. We were watching some of his attacks and learned a couple of things. And coming in attack number 1, this man's going to be using a Fireball Super Witch strategy, which is, not really what you see a lot. A lot of top Legends Leagues players right now are using dragons and other strategies, and he's going to use a Fireball, gets the CC out of there, gets a lot of value out of that. And I'm just curious, why do you use Super Witches?
It's purely just because it's the most fun to me. Using the Fireball Earthquake is a lot of fun, and spawning those big boys and watching them go to work, it's a fun attack strategy, and it's powerful.
That's good to hear because, when the Root Riders were the most OP troops in the game and everyone's using Root Riders, it wasn't fun to attack, wasn't fun to get attacked, so actually using your own strategy just makes the game so much better in my opinion, especially when you're having fun. But yeah, right now, you're just going to the center of the base, freezing off the monolith, dropping Skeleton Spell, distracted, and, the whole point of this attack is just to get to the center of the base, get, funnel center of the base after you get as much value as you can out of the Fireball. And thankfully, your CC's coming down. It's going to get to this Town Hall. Phoenix on your king going to town. The P.E.K.K.A.s too. Not only did they funnel for you, but they got to the Town Hall, take out the Town Hall. Attack is looking so good at this point, and I just ask, why do you use the champ so far away from your main army? Why do you use it on the bottom of the base, like away from everyone else?
She's really good for cleaning up, and if there's a spot in the back end of the base that doesn't have a lot of damage, you can send her in, snipe off all these back end defenses. Use some spells to support her if you feel that it's necessary, and she can pick off a lot of the base.
Yeah, it makes sense. You drop an invis on her. And this invis was actually huge because if you had not used that invis, would have got hit by the skeletons. Might have been tough, but big dubs right there, easy 3-star. And this attack, this base has a huge section right here. You drop an earthquake and a fireball, but the thing is, the fireball does not get the CC. CC comes out, and that is devastating to your strat. You have absolutely no healers on the board. Finally drop your rage, but the rage is on nothing. He dies. Ice Golem's going towards your archer, and you're panicking at this point. I mean, what's going through your head?
Yeah, I think I had some imaginary healers down on the field there that I dropped the rage on, and forgot to put them down. So now I'm just without a warden, which sucks because I don't get the passive rage on mainly the healers. That's what the rage gem is nice for. But I already took out so much with the fireball. I'm honestly not even worried. It's good enough.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you didn't get rid of the CC building, but, it didn't really matter at that point once it just starts, Ice Golem start running out of that base. But yeah, no, imaginary healers, that rage might have to be in a mental hospital, but, somehow funneling towards the center of the base here, dropped your king topside, barracks again, kind of common strat, and now we got the jump spell going straight towards that Town Hall, but we got a monolith, and what we're going to do to deal with that monolith and that poison spell is Town Hall.
You're just gonna keep freezing it over and over again. I mean, with a invis right on top of the Town Hall, I want to make sure I get the Town Hall down before it goes invisible, if I can help it. Otherwise, that's what leads to 1-stars. The troops start wandering off. Town Hall's sitting there just melting them, and it's not good.
And what's crazy, it makes no sense. This is just like the Clash of Clans logic is your healers are on a Titan that's punching a wall. I don't know how they got off your queen, but then you drop your champ at the bottom side here, completely away from your army, just gonna, get rid of these outside defenses, and still got the healers on your Titan, but it's looking pretty good. It's just gonna support this champ to get this dub ski at this point here. Pretty good attack strategy, obviously. Queen goes down, and this looks actually pretty close to the end. I mean, skeletons on your champ, but you save that ability. If you use that ability earlier, like J-Cat or Janet, it would have been absolutely wraps, but eventually got that CC at the end. This next attack. I mean, this is the same exact base, but he doesn't have that builder hut in front of the Inferno Tower. He's gonna shifted this base to the left side or whatever, rotated it. So obviously you recognize this, and this attack was to get to top 200 in the world, top 3 in NA. So what are you thinking right here?
I was pretty confident going into this because I've actually seen this base far too many times. I think we already had one exactly like it in the video. It's a very common base right now, especially these invis islands that they have. It's very good for the fireball because you can just take out the entire compartment just like that. And, once I pretty much knew I 3-starred as soon as that fireball went off and took everything out because there's just nothing left of the base already.
Yeah, you took out, 2 scatter shots, the CC, an Inferno Tower, 2 builder huts, an Expo, and 2 double the I don't know if they're called, the upgraded cannons, right?
The ricochet cannons, yeah.
Yeah, the ricochet cannons. I don't know, I've never even gone against those before. You know, and at this point, just like you just can't completely mess up. And
Yeah.
obviously chilling.
All I gotta do is just funnel to the core, and again, just make sure I freeze this invis tower. I'd rather freeze it earlier than too late, so just keep it frozen and hope that you get the town hall down before it pops.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like the big difference is like every single one of these bases, it's obviously, like you said, so common. Everyone has invises on top of their town hall. So like even though you took out so much at the beginning of the beginning of the attack, if you did not freeze that invis, probably would have ended up as a 1-star. You guys would have just walked right around that town hall. Thankfully, your Yetis go for this eagle, and what's interesting too is like this eagle is obviously still alive. It's been 80% of the attack is already almost over. And the Eagle's still alive in most attacks. That'd just be an actual GG, you know, 1-star or something. But what's going through your mind, like why you don't need to worry about that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still care about getting the eagle down, but it's, you know, when you have the big boys coming from the witches out on the out and about, you know, the eagle just seems to target them, and I don't care if the eagle hits some big boys.
Coming to the next attack, you know, what's your plan and strategy going into this one?
Oh, well, I see the monolith there, and there's not a lot of defenses surrounding it, protecting it to get to it. So I'm just going to do a little warlock here, and once I take out all the defenses, I'm going to fireball and take it out, get rid of the invis and the CC, and then I'm just going to continue to go into the town hall.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking good because you're just, you know, most of the other attacks, you just fireball and then start, you know, use your spells for everything else. But you got pretty lucky where the warden made it to the town hall, took out the town hall, got so much value. Only cost a couple more spells, took out that town hall. At this point, what's your plan? Like, how are you going to funnel into the space now?
Yeah, I'm just going to put a Yeti in this barracks just to get rid of the side buildings. McKean's going to walk to the outside too, which I don't really mind, but I just got to get the main army inside the middle, and it's going to be very difficult to not 3-star after taking out the town hall.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we've seen with all these fireball attacks, or your strategy here, just funnel, you know, use the fireball, get as much value as possible, whether it's the town hall or some compartment. You know, take out as much as possible. Obviously, you're always targeting CC, you're targeting the monolith, you know, any of these huge towers that can ruin your attack. And then from that point on, use the barracks to funnel. And you said you want to use the flaner, but all these bases, they're all set up against the flaner, right? Like, you know, these are not new bases. This is all your top placed bases in the world, so.
Yeah, this is top Legends League, so a lot of these people are using very popular bases that are, you know, known to give people problems, and it's really hard to find flame flinger value. There's always expos or mortars or heroes covering pretty much every corner of the base. So if I can use a flame flinger, I do, but I will opt to use the barracks if there's not much there.
Yeah, and like the barracks where it gets its values, like obviously it's, you know, a good amount of troops on the board, but really it just helps you funnel so much easier, so much better. Like you can just use the barracks and a Yeti instead of using your Keen, right?
Yeah.
And coming in the last attack of this video, this is actually your base on defense when you're number 3 in the US. And so this is a top player, and what I think is so interesting is he's the Phoenix on the champ, and the Spirit Fox and the Keen down here. And he's obviously gonna drop a skeleton spell on that monolith, drop some dragons, and you know, I'm not even in Legends League right now, but you're saying this attack strategy is pretty popular, right?
Yeah, dragons have made a big comeback ever since the nerf of the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, and then he's gonna drop his ward on the left side with all these heroes. You can see what his strategy is. He drops a blimp, uses the warden ability, drops an invis on both, or drops a freeze on both the invis towers, I mean. But his blimp is not gonna get to the town hall. He's gonna drop these clones, and the double invis goes off, and wow, at this point, I mean, we got about 40 loons just roaming right past that tower. They're taking their photos as they pass the nice little monument over there, but they are not getting that town hall. I mean, this attack absolutely ripped this base. Base design is so funny to me, because it was just getting a 1-star when you're at the top of Legends League's big dub, obviously. At this point, obviously has no chance to get the 3-star, ends in a 1-star. Big clamps.